So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you just seen me, hi, my name is SINDYAKPOLO. Good to have you here. You're most definitely welcome. Today, just like you clicked on the title and the thumbnail, today we're back with another one, and this is the Valentine's Day makeup. And I'm also gonna be incorporating the light feminine makeup. So I did the dark feminine makeup for girls night out. I also want to incorporate the light feminine makeup with the Valentine's Day makeup, so you can pick or choose which of the makeup look that resonates with you. So you have options or varieties of makeup to wear for those that are gonna be wearing makeup on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna prime my face, and I'm oily skin, so I definitely want to use a primer to serve as a base on my skin to prevent me from producing oil during the wear of the makeup. So I'm gonna be using the mattifying primer, and I'm using this one from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. Very good for oily skin, blurs out your pores. And for dry skin, you can also use an hydrating primer to hydrate your face, to give your face some kind of moisture or to serve as a barrier between your skin and makeup. I'm only going to apply the primer in the areas where I tend to produce oil the most, especially my T-zone area and where I have large pores. For foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two foundations together. One is lighter than my skin tone and the other is my exact skin tone. I love the consistency of both foundations, hence I'm mixing both to give me the perfect, or to give me the exact look that I'm going for, but you can decide to use only one. So I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm also gonna be mixing it together with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless foundation. These foundations, guys, these are the bomb, and I'm gonna be using the foundation brush to buff the foundation, or to blend the foundation to my skin. So depending on what you're going to be wearing, make sure to blend the foundation all the way down to your neck so it doesn't give you any form of a white cast or look like a mask while wearing the makeup. And you can see how that just blends into my skin. Even though the foundation still looks kind of lighter, it still blends into my skin. And I'm going to blend the foundation to show you how it's looking again after blending the entire foundation, or after blending the foundation out. So this is how we're currently looking like after blending the entire foundation onto my skin. Although the foundation still looks kind of lighter on my skin, I don't know how it's showing on camera, but in person it looks still light on my skin. But we're gonna fix that using the concealer to prevent us from having any form of white cast whatsoever. I'm going to be using the concealer, and I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer, and I'm going to apply the concealer in the areas where I want to highlight my under eye area, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead area. And I'm also going to be blending it using a damp beauty sponge. I'm using the damp beauty sponge from Zickel, and I'm going to start to blend from my forehead area, just pushing the concealer into my skin and blending from the edges as well. So I'm going to blend the concealer, and I'm blending from the edges and pushing it into my skin. And you can also see how the concealer is blending into my skin seamlessly and beautiful. I'm also going to repeat the exact same process in blending my under eye. So I'm blending from the edges before spreading the concealer out. So when blending your concealer, you want to make sure you do it gently so you don't spread excess concealer out on your face to make your face look wider. Only concentrate in the areas where you want highlighted, or where you want to highlight, and blend the concealer. All right, so I'm not going to be using cream contour or cream bronzer for this look, and you can use the cream contour or however you feel, or if you prefer. And for this, I'm going to be using a cream blush, and I'm using this one from Tehila Cosmetics. I'm going to be taking the darkest shade from this palette to place in the areas of my face where I want to place the blush, and I'm going to place on the highest point of my cheekbone area. So with this makeup, I don't want this makeup to look too heavy. I want it to look really light, fresh, and clean. So most of the products that I'm going to be applying on my face, I'm going to be applying a generous amount instead of using a lot of product. Moving on to setting powder. I know I did not use the second concealer to highlight my under eye area. I'm good with this. I'm going to be using a setting powder to set my under eye area, and for this I'm using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder in Sahara. This is kind of light, so I'm doing like a wear test to see how this would perform, how this would look for my under eye area. But you can use setting powder that is the exact shade match as the concealer you used for your under eye. It's not looking bad after all. To set my entire face, I'm going to be using an all over face powder, and I'm using a powder palette, and I'm going to be mixing two shades from the palette together to mix to blend to my skin. Using this powder will also take off the harsh lines from my face, or to take off the harsh lines on my makeup, and also setting the cream products or the foundation we applied on the skin. From the same palette, I'm also going to be using a contour powder to contour the hollows of my face and my forehead as well, just to add some dimension to my face or bring back some dimension on my face. So to set my cream blush, I'm going to be using the blush powder palette from Zickel, and I'm going to be mixing two shades together to set my cream blush so my cream product does not move. I'm gonna set my face using the setting spray, and I'm using this one from Makeup Revolution. This is the oil control fixing spray to take off the powder feel of my makeup, to make everything blend into my skin and give me that seamless blend, and to seal the entire makeup. And for brow today, I'm gonna be using the Flawless Ivy brow pencil, and I'm gonna be using the spoolie to comb up or brush up my brow hairs. And for this video, I'm not going to be doing an in-depth eyebrow, but if you want to see an updated brow routine or updated brow technique on my channel, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be more than willing to do an in-depth brow tutorial or updated brow tutorial. I feel like when it comes to brows, sometimes we tend to switch up our brow look depending on the kind of makeup we're going for. I, for one, I love switching up my brows, and I'll be more than willing to do a new brow technique or do an updated brow tutorial, especially for oily skin, or especially if you have oily brows. I went on ahead to use the exact same concealer to set my eyelids, to prep for eyeshadow, and to bake my under eye. I'm also going to be using the exact same powder I used, the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder in Sahara, to bake my under eye to cash out the fallout. I'm gonna be using the Brownmelaninmakeup Melanin Fantasy, and I'm gonna be playing with the shades. And I love this one in February and Tari. And Tari is an Ijaw or Izon language, which means love or blessing. And because of the season of this look, I'm gonna be using this Tari because it signifies love in Izon or blessing in Izon. And I know this palette was created with love. I'm just saying, I actually do not know the reason why this one was created. So for the season, this particular shade in February and Tari, they go with the vibe, they go with the season, and it's just beautiful and resonates with what the season is giving. I mean, it's February. So I'm gonna be using the shade in Ohema. I just applied that slightly above my crease and blending that out lightly. Also taking the shade in Goddess from the same palette and place it in my outer V area, just to wing it out a bit, or just to create like a wing in effect. This is giving more like a dark feminine makeup, and that is not the look I'm going for. And on my lid, or for my lid, I'm gonna be taking the shade, I'm gonna be using the shade in February. All right, so yeah, so to bring back the look that we're going for, especially the light feminine makeup, the soft Valentine Day makeup, I decided to elongate the shimmer shade all the way to my outer V area, so it blends seamlessly and it gives that soft, light, clean, beautiful look on the eyes. I'm gonna be using a liner to line my eyes. You can skip or omit this step, but I love using the liner to just define my eyes a bit. And I'm gonna be using the gel liner. I'm just creating like a baby wing, not full-on wing. Does that make sense? Also gonna apply on my lower waterline as well. For my lower waterline, I'm also gonna be using the shade in Tari, and Tari in Izon means love or blessing, and it's just giving the vibe of what the season is, or what the season of this look is. So that is what I'm gonna be using for my lower waterline, just to celebrate love. Dust off the excess, because this eyeshadow is really pigmented, so I don't want to use a lot on my eyes. I just want to create that soft pink gradient look. Guys, come on now, you can see the difference between both sides of my eye. For mascara today, I'm going to be using the Black Opal Volumizing Mascara to coat my lashes. I decided to add mascara to my lower lashes, and this is kind of changing the direction of what the makeup is giving, or what the makeup is supposed to give. But yeah, you can still decide not to use your mascara for your lower lashes, or you can decide to use it however you like. Yes, I know some people would ask, why do people always associate pink with love, or pink with feminine? I'm not a pink lover, but I use the pink eyeshadow because of what the name on the palette signifies, and it's also giving what the season is giving. So that is it for clarification. All right, so I'm gonna be dusting off the powder because we had some eyeshadow fallout, and as you can see, my under eye is looking all shiny. But yeah, so I'm gonna use a powder to dust that off to blend everything together. And I'm gonna go back to my palette, or go back into my palette and mix or use the shades that is similar or close match to my skin tone. So I love using another layer of blush on my face. So I'm also going to be using this one from Melanin. The pack is gone off, or is one off, but yeah, I'm going to be using this one from Melanin. I think it's in Rose the Red. This has sheen to it. For highlighter, I'm also going to be using the Tehila palette where I use my cream blush, and I'm going to be mixing 2 highlight shades from the palette and place it slightly above where we placed the blush, just to give the healthy glow or healthy shine. Moving on to lip, I'm going to be lining my lip using a brown lip liner. I'm also going to be using a nude lip gloss on my lip. Now to seal everything together, I'm going to set my face using a setting spray, and I'm using this one from Ebin New York. This is their matte finish setting spray. So this is what we're currently looking like. This is the finished look of this makeup. I love this look so far, and I enjoyed creating this look so far, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're gonna be recreating this look, and if you are, tag me so I see your recreation as well. And also let me know what you're gonna be doing for Valentine's Day. Yeah, so we've come to the end of today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did create. If you did, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. And if you watched up to this point in the spirit of love or in the season of love, also leave a heart emoji or a rose emoji by the side of your comment, so I know you get to watch up to this point. And yes, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on my future uploads. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and also check out my other tutorials for other product recommendation or other videos you might find interesting to stay connected.